Ever wondered how to heal from narcissistic abuse? It's a journey, but we'll navigate it together. Today we delve into the world of healing from such a painful experience, a topic of great relevance for those who have been through it. It's not just about surviving, but about regaining control and thriving again. We'll map out this journey, offering insights to help you understand, recognize, and ultimately overcome narcissistic abuse. Stay tuned to learn how to recover and regain control of your life. Firstly, it's crucial to understand what narcissistic abuse entails. This form of abuse often slips under the radar as it's not always physical, but rather psychological and emotional. Imagine being in a relationship where you're constantly manipulated into doubting your own sanity, where your emotions are exploited and your self-esteem is systematically eroded. That's narcissistic abuse. It's like being trapped in a labyrinth of gaslighting, where the abuser uses deception and lies to disorient you. It's an insidious form of control, a tug-of-war that leaves you feeling powerless and confused. It's like being stuck in a never-ending game of chess with someone who changes the rules at will. But the good news is, once you understand the tactics used in narcissistic abuse, you can learn to spot them. And that's the first step to breaking free. Knowing what you've been through is the first step towards recovery. Now, we'll delve into the signs of narcissistic abuse. One might experience constant criticism, making you feel like you're always walking on eggshells. Control issues may manifest, with the abuser dictating your social interactions, your appearance, or even your thoughts. Another sign is a stark lack of empathy, where your feelings and needs are dismissed or belittled. It's like being in a one-person play where the other actor forgets you're even on stage. Recognizing these signs can help you identify and address the abuse. After recognizing the abuse, it is time to set boundaries. This is a vital step in the healing journey, one that empowers you to regain control and protect your personal space. Setting boundaries is not about revenge or punishing the narcissist, but about safeguarding your own mental and emotional well-being. It's about asserting your rights to respect, kindness, and honesty in your interactions. Imagine your boundaries as an invisible shield, a protective barrier that keeps out negativity and disrespect. This shield might include limiting contact with the narcissist or even cutting ties altogether. It also involves being assertive about your needs and wants, and not allowing anyone to belittle or dismiss them. Remember, it's okay to say no. It's okay to prioritize your needs. It's okay to distance yourself from those who harm you. In this journey of healing, setting boundaries is not just an option, it's a must. Setting boundaries is a key step in the healing process. Rebuilding self-esteem and confidence is pivotal in overcoming narcissistic abuse. It's like constructing a skyscraper. You start from the ground up, laying one brick at a time. You've been through a tough storm, but remember, even the tallest and strongest skyscrapers have weathered countless storms. So let's start with the foundation. Affirmations. They are the bricks of your skyscraper. Repeat positive statements about yourself daily. You are valuable. You are deserving of respect. You are capable. Next, let's talk about the scaffolding, self-care. Eating well, exercising, getting enough sleep. These are all forms of self-care that signal to your brain that you're worth taking care of. And finally, the construction crew, your support network. Surround yourself with positive influences. Seek professional help if you need it. You're not alone in this journey. Remember, constructing a skyscraper doesn't happen overnight. It's a process, but each day, each brick you lay brings you closer to the sky. Believe in yourself. You are stronger than you think. Next, we'll focus on self-care and self-compassion. Picture it like this. You're a garden that needs tending, and self-care is the watering can. Self-compassion is the sunlight, both vital for growth. Engaging in practices like mindfulness, therapy, and nurturing hobbies can work wonders. Think of mindfulness as weeding out negative thoughts, therapy as adding enriching soil, and hobbies as the blossoming flowers. It's a journey, and the path isn't always straight, but it's worth every step. Remember, self-care isn't selfish, it's essential. Gaslighting and manipulation can be particularly damaging. It's like a mental maze where every turn seems to lead you further from the truth. But the good news is, there's a way out. Firstly, let's understand that recognizing gaslighting and manipulation tactics is the key. It's like learning the rules of a twisted game where the perpetrator constantly questions your reality. Next, seeking professional help can be a game changer. Therapists and counselors are like navigators who guide us through the fog of manipulation, helping us to reclaim our truth. Let's not forget the importance of challenging distorted thoughts. This process is akin to cleaning a mirror smeared with grime. As we wipe away the distortions, we begin to see our reality more clearly. And remember, healing is a journey, not a destination. It takes time, patience, and courage, but each step forward is a victory. Overcoming manipulation is challenging but possible. Emotional trauma can linger long after the abuse. It's like a shadow, following you even when you're trying to move forward. But just as a shadow disappears in the light, the impact of emotional trauma can be lessened with the right strategies. One of the most effective strategies is therapy. A qualified therapist can provide the tools to help you navigate through the fog of past traumas. Therapy isn't about rewinding the clock or changing the past. It's about understanding your experiences, acknowledging your feelings, and learning to cope in healthier ways. Support groups can also be beneficial. There's something empowering about sharing your journey with others who have walked a similar path. It reminds you that you're not alone in this. Incorporating self-care into your routine is another important step. This can include anything from regular exercise and healthy eating to practicing mindfulness and prioritizing sleep. Remember, it's okay to seek help. You're not alone. Finding support and community can greatly aid in healing. Imagine walking through a dense forest, but not alone, rather with a group of fellow travelers. That's what a supportive community feels like. They provide a sense of belonging, a space to share and learn from others' experiences. From therapy groups to online forums or a close-knit group of supportive friends and family, these are your fellow travelers. They understand, they empathize, they uplift. Your community is your strength. Detaching from the narcissist can be an important step in the healing process. It's like untangling a knotted string. It takes patience and determination, but the result is worth the effort. Let's think about strategies to make this process a bit easier. First, limit your contact with the narcissist. Imagine they're a radio station playing an annoying tune. You wouldn't keep listening, would you? No, you'd switch the station. Next, set boundaries. Picture yourself as a castle. Boundaries are your moat, keeping unwanted visitors at bay. It's okay to raise the drawbridge when you need to. Finally, focus on personal growth. Think of it as planting a seed in a garden. You're the gardener, and the narcissist is a pesky weed. By nurturing your own growth, you're choosing to starve the weed of attention. Detaching isn't easy, but it's a crucial step towards healing. It's like finally turning off that annoying radio station, lowering your drawbridge and watching your garden flourish. After detaching, it's time to rediscover your personal identity and autonomy. This journey is about rekindling your inner passions, the interests that make you feel alive, and setting personal goals that reflect your authentic self. It's about asserting your independence, making decisions that serve your well-being, and remembering that you hold the reins of your life. This is the part where you explore the vast landscape of your individuality without the shadow of another's influence. Rediscovering yourself is an exciting part of the healing journey. Guilt and shame can be heavy burdens to bear. Yet in the aftermath of narcissistic abuse, it's crucial to unshackle these emotions. Start with self-forgiveness. You did what you could in the circumstances. Challenge self-blame. Remember, you were manipulated. It's not a reflection of your worth. Recognize the abuser's responsibility. Their actions, their choices, not yours. Remember, you are not to blame for the abuse. It's time to let go of guilt and shame. If you're finding this video helpful, please hit the subscribe and like buttons. This simple act goes a long way in supporting our work, allowing us to continue providing valuable content. Remember, your engagement truly matters. Your support helps us create more content like this. Forgiveness is not about the abuser, it's about freeing yourself. In the aftermath of narcissistic abuse, the concept of forgiveness might seem like an alien one. It's not about absolving those who caused you harm, but rather, it's about you. It's about making peace with the past, not for their sake, but for your own. Imagine being burdened with a heavy rucksack, filled with stones of resentment, anger, and hurt. Each step forward is a struggle, each breath a battle. Forgiveness is the act of setting down that rucksack, lightening your load, not because the weight is justified or fair, but because you don't need to carry it any longer. This is the essence of moving forward. It's about breaking free from the chains of the past and making room for growth, for hope, for a future where the shadows of narcissistic abuse no longer loom over you. Forgiveness is not about forgetting, it's about healing. Finally, let's look at some success stories and inspirational tips. Picture Sarah, once trapped in a cycle of narcissistic abuse, now a thriving entrepreneur, using her experiences to empower others. Or consider John, who transformed his trauma into a best-selling novel. Their secrets? Persistence and self-compassion. They maintained strong boundaries and sought support when needed. They rediscovered their identities and found strength in their autonomy. So if they can do it, so can you. Remember, healing is a journey, not a destination. That concludes our guide to healing from narcissistic abuse. We've journeyed through understanding the abuse, recognizing signs, setting boundaries, and practicing self-care. We've also explored strategies for detachment and rediscovering personal identity. Thank you for joining us today. We wish you strength and courage in your healing journey.
Savored this video? Fancy another? Click the on-screen video for an even deeper dive into fresh territory. Your support is like a warm cuppa on a brisk day. Give us a thumbs up, subscribe, ring that bell for the latest content. Cheers for watching.